Well, we made it all the way to the finale episode, so welcome back to another episode. I have Madison today.
Hi, you guys. I'm Madison. You might know me from So You Think You Can Dance. I am 22, and I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in Las Vegas and Miami, and now I'm LA-based.
I don't think anyone really knows this, but we, grew up together. We've known each other...
For, 10 years.
For, at least 10 years,
Well,
yeah.
were you, 11?
I was,
10,
13. 11.
Okay, yeah.
That's crazy. So you moved to
And now we're
Vegas. When did you move to Vegas?
I moved to Vegas when I was, 11.
When you were 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we went to the same dance studio.
The Rock Center for Dance.
The Rock Center for Dance. We literally, were in group dances together. We had, we never, performed it. But remember when we did a duet?
We did do
You
a duet,
choreographed it.
yeah.
I forgot how old we were.
I forgot, but...
Maybe, 16-ish.
Something like that.
And we did a duet. We fully trained together.
Yeah.
Ballet, everything.
Yeah.
And which is funny also because we, are such different dancers.
Completely different. This one's all contemporary
Yeah.
fusion, and I'm sexy jazz funk, hip hop. Yeah.
Couldn't be more opposite.
Yeah. Easy to see that we're here now, and we did a show together. What?
Yeah. No, literally.
I love
I'm
that.
also so glad that you were on this season because having each other,
you were definitely my safe space for sure.
Yes.
I definitely needed a friend. I needed you because I would have gone crazy. And I think I even actually at one point I was actually feeling lonely from not having my secure friends.
Yeah.
So it was really nice even just to have you, and I mean we made great connections and friendships throughout the
of
show,
course.
but
just having a comfort person
exactly
in such a big and,
setting and
new
lots
setting.
of energies around in the house, having to live with new people.
It just felt safe.
Yeah.
Crazy that we're here.
I know.
And we're both in LA now.
We are.
You moved here now officially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've been here for a while.
I've been here since I was 18, but
Yeah.
I went on tour and then I went back to Vegas for a little, and then now I'm back completely.
Okay. Yeah. And you just did J-Lo.
I just did her. I did
Yes.
the F1 event in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
It was so fun.
Wait.
Crazy experience because I've never had to learn a whole show in 3 days.
Oh, what?
I didn't know a single number. I got put in pretty late. But yeah, I had to learn an hour and a half show in 3 days and then had to perform it, which actually I'm wow, I'm shocked that I was able to do that. But fun. Yeah, it was very stressful. But once I was on the stage, I was it was a great time performing for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great person, actually.
You did Mariah Carey when you were little, right?
That was my first ever performance.
I remember that. You had your long
big
curly hair.
And not this anymore, but
oh my God.
Yeah, that was my first artist. I was 12.
Whoa.
When I performed with her, yeah.
Because she had kids or
It was Amari and I.
No way.
Yeah, Amari and I were the babies of the group.
Okay.
And
that's actually crazy to think about.
I know.
Dancing for an artist at 12.
I know, and then now we're still dancing for artists, which is really cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot about this, but we fully did another show together. We did World of Dance together.
Oh my God.
I completely forgot.
About that. You and Izzy were the main. We were the backup dancers at World of Dance.
Yeah, there was that
was an interesting show.
We did a group together on World of Dance. So that was kind of our first show together.
Yeah.
Which is such a fever dream.
It was.
It
definitely was.
Honestly completely forgot about that.
To go from World of Dance in a group and then to So You Think, soloist.
Also
cool.
I feel because I forget that we were competing against each other on So You Think.
Oh, I know.
I know. I never.
But it didn't feel like that.
It never
felt like that.
But
also, what was nice, at least in my experience, which I did not think this at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought I was gonna be at the bottom. Every freaking week.
And you never were.
I was beyond shocked. I'm telling you, I did not think that at all. I'm telling you, every week, even the first week for when Luther choreographed for us.
Yeah.
Well, you remember when I messed up? And I never mess up. I never mess up. And I messed up.
In the studio.
In the studio.
I remember this.
I was oh my God. And I honestly thought when we shot it, on set day, I truly thought I was going to mess up. But also, I thought it was a really cool thing because I found out that I could cry on command, and that's also what led me into wanting to do acting, which is really cool. So yeah, do you remember that day when I started falling?
Well, we were all we learned it so fast, and he had us do it one at a time, and I remember I did not know the choreo yet. I think you might have went first or second,
something like that, but I was
I
literally knew I was I'm gonna mess up. Mess up.
No, you said it,
and I messed up.
You said it, but you killed it on set. We all
it all
came together.
Everyone
for sure,
did great on set.
It was the first rehearsal, and we were all shoot, I don't know it. Yeah. And also we know like Luther's like such a big name, and like we want to do good in front of him.
Right.
It's like to have that pressure just alone like was stressful.
And to me, in my head, I was like, I don't want to let him down. I don't want to let anyone down. I don't want to make the group look bad. But of course, that happened. But whatever, we live and we learn.
Yeah. So you were saying that kind of got you into like acting.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to do acting when I was younger, but I never really felt like I had the confidence to do it because words and movement are so different.
Yeah. And acting seems so like distant, like so far away, like out of reach. So like
100%.
I kind of am in the same boat.
Right. So once I found out that I could cry on command that day, I was like, honestly, why not? So then after the show is when I was like, let's do classes. And then I started classes. I did background for a film.
That's sick.
So which was really fun and kind of hard, actually. I feel like it's a lot harder to like have reactions rather than like lines. Because I feel like I love not the harder stuff, but like the more challenge, like getting into it, like really getting into a character is what I love. And yeah, I actually did my first vertical short film that I had like 3 lines, like maybe like 2 months ago.
Oh, sick.
Which was really fun. Yeah.
I could see what you mean though, because I had to do a self-tape where there was no lines and it was just reacting and like I was pretending I was at a dinner table talking to people, but it was like no lines.
Yeah.
And that was way harder.
I feel like it's so much harder.
Way
like
harder
I'd rather just like improv.
Lines.
Like instead of being like, I don't even know. Sometimes like reacting, like especially if you're not like, if you don't have a partner to react to, you're
it just
like
feels so fake.
So fake. And so so I get that, but
that's so fun though.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of self-tape auditions, nothing in person yet, but I'm really hoping in the next, it's definitely a journey for sure. Like, I mean, so is dance for sure, but definitely I feel like acting, it takes a little bit more time.
For sure.
But I'm really hoping in the next like year and a half to get like a show and really have a couple more lines, like 5 to 10 lines.
No, that'd be sick.
Praying for that. So
I see it for you.
Thank you.
But yeah, that was the music video challenge, right?
That was the first week.
Yeah.
First week that I was like,
No, I remember we were all saying, because we were watching, because you went first. Also for the, why'd you keep going first? How'd that keep happening? But yeah, you went first for like the acting portion. We had like to act out this scene. I don't even remember.
Well, for mine, Luther was like, just get deep into whatever your past is. And so my past was me being bulimic and me having body dysmorphia, and we had a mirror and we had to look at it, and to me I was just thinking back of all the stuff like I didn't like myself about back then. And so that's what I dug deep, and then obviously I started crying. And then I just remembered looking over at you guys, and you guys were like
no, you kind of like set the tone for like the rest of us to go, because we were like, okay, like this is like we can go deeper than we thought we could. And like I remember the judges, I think, were standing up and like
well, I remember even you, Mariah, I feel like a lot of you guys were getting really, really deep, even because I've known you for so long. I really felt like I saw a whole different side of you, and I was like, holy wow, good for you, Easton.
I feel like we really like had this kind of wall up during that week before we filmed the challenge, just because of the pressure, and it was the first week and like it was all new for us, so like getting to the set day and like just kind of letting that wall down, like I feel like we all kind of got to that point on set in a way, and like
we found our footing. We definitely found our footing.
Too, But yeah, I guess going into the finale week, so we've kind of talked about every week in each episode, so now we're at the finale. So you made it to the finale.
Yes.
I honestly, like, because I obviously wasn't in the finale, there's only 3 of you guys. Tell us, like, kind of walk me through, because I don't really remember, like, I think we all had different experiences this week, because some of the cast was doing the group piece with the artist, and then some of us was doing the duet. So like, what was your kind of week like?
My week was pretty. It was good. I just was injured at the time.
Right.
And
was it your hip?
It was my
You had a few things.
Yeah, I had a few things.
Yeah.
My knee was really hurting. My hip was hurting. Like, there were just so many things. I also had the week before we were doing the commercial week, and a bunch of us were falling, but I also had my legs out, and everyone had theirs covered, and I had a bunch of scrapes, and it just was.
No, I was
in so much. I was really in so much pain. But also, what I was explaining on the show is that, like, as dancers, we just push through anything and everything, and that's what I had to do. I was like, they even gave me like, not an ultimatum, but like, do you want to pull out? Do you not want? I was like, absolutely not. I was like, I'm gonna get PT. I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna ice myself. I'm gonna figure it out.
That's also like so frustrating, because it's like the last week or two.
I'm
so it's like I'm not gonna like you have 1 week left. Like I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
But like I have to finish it.
It's funny though because I actually got injured tour week. You remember it was when Kyle he had me do like an illusion. It was my hip.
Right.
And then of course the commercial week.
Also, it didn't help that like all of our bodies, like yours especially, and your injuries, but like it didn't help that it was raining outside. It was freezing in the warehouse, and like it'd be like sometimes hot in the studio or cold or freezing, and then we'd go outside and it's raining. Like I think the different like temperatures and like
for sure, 100%. But
walking outside like with the rain, like
absolutely. But also as dancers, I feel like we go through so much.
Yeah.
And we're expected to not complain, which is totally fine.
Yeah, like, that's like part of the job.
It's part of the job, and we know that. So that's why going into it, even when I was injured and all this, like I knew it doesn't matter. Just push through. You got this. We have 2.5 more weeks left. You got it.
Yeah.
And
it's also that thing of like I don't want to look unprofessional. Like I'm like weak or like injured and can't do the job because it was industry based. So like if they're basing your attitude on what you would be like in the real world, like. We don't want it to look like we're unprofessionals. Like that probably also had a toll a little bit.
100%. Also, if I was on a job, totally. If I was hurt on a job, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I'm gonna push through.
Yep.
I'll take Advil. I'll do whatever I need to do to push through. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's also my mindset too. Like on a job or whatever it is, you got to push through.
Yeah. But I do remember you being in a lot of pain.
Oh, I was. But also, this is a different story. Like if you are in like to the point where you really can't, then you can't. But I was like, I can do this.
Yeah,
like,
course.
It's fine. I'll rest when I can rest. I'll whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But I was really thankful that I got Braylon as my duet partner because just his energy, I felt like matched like me more than anyone else on the show. Yeah. And that's solely why I picked him because I was like, I feel like you are going to bring my energy up, especially because I'm in pain right now. I was like, I need that.
Smart.
Like bubbly kind of like yellow energy of it, you know. So I was really happy that I had him because he definitely made my experience so much better for the duet and just that whole week as a whole.
And who choreographed again?
Kayla Radomski and Tucker Barkley.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was a fun duet.
It was super fun.
And you guys had a cute like set. Like I remember the little things on the
little
on the stage.
Kissy face on the set or the eyes.
That was cute.
Yeah, I had a really fun time doing that. Definitely in the beginning. I wish I'd have to find a clip for you at some point, but it was so bad in the beginning. Like, not bad. Obviously, the choreography, incredible, but it was so hard to the point where we couldn't even get through, like, half of it.
I actually remember you saying this.
Okay, yeah. We literally could not get through half of it, and then Kayla and Tucker ended up having to change a couple of things for the better. Like, it looked so much better on stage. It looked so much better on the camera. But, yeah, when I'm telling you in the beginning, I was like, we can't get through this.
I actually remember, I think it was day 1 or day 2 of rehearsals, and all the duos kind of like came to the back room like at the end of the day. And I remember you were like,
I was so stressed.
You were so stressed. You were like kind of pacing. I remember like you were like, I'm so stressed. And we were all like chilling, like sitting down, like eating. And you were like,
Yes, you guys were. I was like, how is everyone?
You actually might have showed me the rehearsal footage.
I think I did. I think I did.
And you were like, I'm stressed. Yeah. But then like I feel like the next day it was like
it came along.
It was like a good turnaround.
We started it stamina wise. We had to just build that up.
Like where was your like headspace? Like it being the 6th week, like
for me I was chilling. Like obviously yes I was hurt, but other than that, like I throughout the whole, especially because I wasn't in the bottom ever. Yeah. That put my like mentality at ease for sure. I don't know, I had a great time, like truly. Like I wasn't, obviously yes, when elimination day came I was definitely like, I'm gonna be at the bottom, and I was stressed. But once I never heard my name, I was like, great. And then also what I thought was nice, thank God, because I was like, I want to do not that I want to do a solo, but I really wanted to showcase my solo. So tour week, when we had, or was it tour week or commercial week? Commercial week, right?
I think it was commercial
week. When we all had to do our solos, I was like, finally. Not to be at the bottom or anything. Not that I wanted to be at the bottom, but like, I've never watched Old So You Think, but I wasn't Old So You Think everyone had to do a solo, or no?
Yes, we would. It was like more like showcase solos.
Okay, yes, and that's what I wanted from the beginning. I was like, I want to be able to showcase my solos because I was super proud of all my solos, and I'm sure you were too.
No, exactly.
Your solos are incredible.
But like, it being industry, like you are an industry dancer, but your solos like showcase you and like
well, because I also did train in everything. I did ballet, contemporary, modern, like I did everything.
Because I felt the same way about my solos. Like didn't want to be in the bottom, but also like yes, like let me show you like what you can do.
Right, 100%. And so yeah, but I was also super 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 sad that I wasn't able to do my finale solo in front of everyone. That was, or in front of the judges. I really wanted like Allison and Max to really see.
Just for like one final performance.
Also because Allison did train me, not train me completely, but like she did work at 24/7, and I did take your class and I did assist a couple times, and I really did want to see like her right in front of me doing my solo. Yeah. And I was really proud of that Judas solo, and so the fact but it's okay.
And also like the fact that like you were in costume, like you got the hair, the makeup, like they should have just had you do it.
I know. I was really hoping that they would just let me, just not even obviously not counting anything, but just showcase it. Boom.
I remember when you got to the final. Yeah, literally. I remember when you got eliminated, you were like, I'm not even sad I got eliminated. I just wanted to do my solo.
That's literally what I wanted.
I just want to perform on stage.
That is all I wanted. That is all I wanted.
I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, because to me, like I've never, like even when I won a convention Radix, like I'm never ever thinking of like winning things. Even coming onto the So You Think, like I never expected to get top 10. Definitely not top 3. And of course I didn't think that I was gonna win, but I definitely did want to showcase to the world like what I can do. And I definitely felt like I didn't do that throughout the whole show. I felt like there were some things. I think the only time that I really showcased like my work or what I could do was tour week with Kyle doing the contemporary and the lights, and then doing Blackpink, and then also on top of that doing hip hop, T-Pain. You know, I feel like that was a whole mix of genres that I was able to really showcase what I can do, and I think I did it as best as I could. Yeah, we went into that like not having anything done until like the 3rd day.
No, literally like the day before.
We had like what 2 8 counts like. That I was stressed for that. I definitely was stressed for that one.
That was like,
and then Kyle just like banged them out like from, and he had 2 numbers, so I was like, work.
Well, and I remember we were more stressed for the opening number, which we're not even judged on.
Oh, I know.
So I remember being like,
wait, what was the opening number?
It was the
Blackpink. It was Blackpink. Yeah,
but I remember we were all so, because it was so detailed.
You're right.
And we were like so stressed over that, and we're like, we shouldn't even be focused on this because we're not getting judged on this.
We were.
But that was the most stressful because of the details.
Well, because we also wanted it to look good on camera for sure, and we didn't want to mess up. And I feel like there were some things that we were messing up like throughout the whole week, and but no, it was good. It was good. We ended up doing that really good. It really was all positive. I honestly so like go again. I feel like if I was ever in the bottom, I don't even think that. I don't even think if I ever was in the bottom, I don't take that as negative. Yeah. I wouldn't have. And I know that. I know my mentality. I would have never taken that as a bad thing. I would have taken that as a challenge, and I would have ate it up and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think...
For me, like, even being in the bottom the first week, it actually gave me more motivation. I was like, let me show you, like, what I could do. Let me, like...
And you did.
Put my like, heart on the stage, and, like, it was a motivation type of thing 100%. For me. Yeah.
So, yeah, but my overall experience was really, really good. Yeah. I really felt a connection with everyone. I tried making connections with everyone.
Yeah. That was a big part of it for this season. Yeah. Because we want, like, all those choreographers, like, are people that are in
the industry, and they are booking dancers and stuff like that. So
that was a big part of it for us.
Yeah. And so,
well, I'm so glad we did it together and got to experience. I can't even believe, like, 3rd and 4th, that's us. Like,
that's insane.
If you told like 12-year-old us, like, we'd
be, you guys would be on So You Think You Can Dance, and you're gonna make it to the top 3 and 4 together.
Like, we'd be like, you're lying. No. We've gone through like so many different like eras together. Like,
we've gone through so much. I don't even want.
I love you so much.
I love you.
This was so fun. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
It happened so fast.
I know. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. Well, I have my second guest for this episode, Anthony, the legend himself.
Hello.
We have the winner of So You Think You Could Dance.
Well, hello. My name is Anthony Curley. I am the winner of So You Think You Can Dance Season 18. I am here with my friend Easton. This is a great time. Thank you for having me on here. It's
oh my God, of course. So I want to get into, we'll talk about the finale and like the whole experience in itself, but I want to get into like what you've been up to since the show and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think pretty much right off of So You Think, it was pretty chill for all of us because it was it wasn't out yet. So there was that like grace period of like, okay, let's wait and see how we wait. And
you obviously couldn't tell anyone.
Nope.
Right?
So nobody could know. So it was like, other than like family, because I'm like, they have to know.
Course.
Or whoever was there at the live taping. But nobody knew. And then once like May hit and I was announced the winner, and then like that all got out, then it just it exploded. And from that point on, right away, Paula Abdul reached out to me. She was like, hey, I saw you on So You Think, I Want You on my tour.
That's
basically
crazy.
And then it kind of like went down the grapevine with Philip and Mackenzie. That's why it was so crazy to me when Mackenzie reached out and she was like, yeah, hey, Paula saw you in your audition and she wants you on tour. I was like, okay. And the same thing happened with Mariah too. So I was just like, the fact that I got to go from So You Think and then immediately, like not even a month and a half later,
it was fast.
Right away. We started we started rehearsals in May. And from there on, it was just like boom, 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 boom. For the next 4 months of my life, it was just...
Was that 4 months?
Yeah, because it was like a month of rehearsal and then it was like 3.5 months for a tour. So it was like, I didn't stop after the show. I wish I got to
see it.
I know, it was such a fun show and it was so dance heavy and it was perfect for me at that time because going from being so dance heavy in the show, I just got to keep that momentum going because I was definitely at like peak shape at that point. Like I feel like all of us were just like dancing and dancing and dancing for so many hours.
And that's funny that it was Philip and Mackenzie because we didn't even have
them we didn't even get them. Yeah,
because we were in Luther's piece and then they did the other group.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's why it got like me excited too. Where like the team I got to work with Philip and Mackenzie and then Jilly and Dana, like working with them and like other than the Seaweed Sisters, getting to work with Philip and Mackenzie that were like basically directing the whole thing and doing pieces as well. Getting to do what I didn't get to do on the show was so much fun. Same with Raya too, because she was also in the Luther piece. So it was great.
Crazy you guys did it together.
I know, and we were literally saying that, like making jokes the whole tour. Like, are we just gonna work together for the rest of our lives? Probably. But it's been so much fun. Right after that, I mean, it kind of like went really into music.
Which I know you've been doing before, So You Think.
Yeah.
Right?
For a long time. Probably like 5 years now, yeah.
Okay, 5 years?
Yeah.
No way.
But now
you're getting like into it.
Yeah. Now I'm in the phase where coming soon, there's going to be some big projects that I'm working on like right now that are going to definitely start cementing me into that like genre more for myself. Because I mean, I'll always be a dancer. I love being a dancer.
Of course.
But if I can kind of combine the two loves and the passions that I have and make them into one hybrid thing, I'm going to do it. So that's definitely in all due time, it'll happen. But that's definitely after tour was the biggest thing I started working on.
'Cause I remember you wanted to use your music on the show, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I never actually got to talk about that.
Because I remember that would have been so cool.
Like my biggest goal, my OG goal was it's a track I ended up actually releasing on my EP.
Okay.
New Year's. It was the second track, Hiding in the Lines. I wanted to use that for my finale solo. We think it's gonna be like an unfair advantage. I'm like, I see that, but also at the same time, I'm like, it's just my song.
Yeah.
I don't think the song is gonna dictate my dancing. Well, but honestly, it all worked out because the solos I did do with the artist Arian Shaw, now we've had like a relationship that we've kindled together, and now hopefully in the future we'll start working together more and having that collaboration. But kind of crazy, like did I wanted to ask you too, because your solo blew up with Teddy Swims. Like did you ever did he ever see that?
He did. He saw it, and I think that was like because he kind of released it the same time that episode came out. That's not even. I didn't even choose that song.
I know, that's what's so funny about it. It was like it was so crazy that like that wasn't your song, but yet like it ended up working out in your favor because it was such a big song. Yeah.
But I remember I was like a little upset at first because I was like, shoot, like I loved the song that I had originally, and like it's such a different vibe.
Yes.
So like to switch it to kind of like a pop song, like I was like, shoot, like I don't know how I feel about it, but now like. I like love it. I'm so glad.
Oh yeah, it absolutely worked. It's just so cool that through the show, the amount of opportunities and the amount of eyes that we got on us, even if it wasn't like the most critically acclaimed season of all time, it's still national television.
Exactly.
And I think that's what like I try to tell people when I have the takeaway from it. I'm like, regardless of our experience in and out in public persona, we got so much exposure, like all of us did, and the choreographers we worked with, and like you with Teddy, me with Arian, it's like artists that see they see you, like all of the solos that I did, they saw it, even if it was like a lot of interaction, not a lot of interaction, but I'm like they liked it, they saw the post,
they did see
I was
it.
like that's also, all that matters.
even if people didn't watch the show, people are watching on social media.
Yes, they still see something of it.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Also, I feel like all of us as a cast, like all 10 of us, like kind of like made our own like platform off of it. Like not even just social media, but like just even like teaching.
Yeah.
Like we've all like started teaching, and like you're on a convention.
Yes, I'm on energy a convention now. Yeah.
So you're doing energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're both on a convention. Like I feel like we've just kind of found like our voice from the show. Not even saying like because of the show or because people watch. Like, but I think just being on the show and the confidence that it gave us to have a voice and to teach and to make music and all this stuff. Like it's cool to watch everyone's process. And
it is crazy for us as just like our young 20s to be educators already, I guess, and I guess an influencer that we can influence so many people through what all we were doing on that show was just being ourselves and just dancing. It's not like it was a choreographer show, or it was like it was literally for us to just do what we do. And the fact that we're so like blessed to have people that watch it and take away so much inspiration from us is very powerful. And I'll still say it to this day, we should have gotten a duo. We should have gotten a duo.
I think about this all the time. A duo, because sometimes I'll go back and watch like our dances just for fun. A duo with the two of us would have been so fun. And sick, like a Talia duet.
Are you
kidding?
Been so like, good.
They've done two boy duets. Like, they should have done that.
Even last season, like on 17 with Keaton, like he was with Lex, and then like Bo and Lex did something too. It was just like I mean, I say this too, like I think the format of the show was great. I think taking it in, if they could have taken it in any direction, that was a good way to take it.
I agree.
Making it industry based. But I feel like the thing that we all know and love was like the core group dances that weren't even like you would do the group dances and you're not competing with them. Those were just the group piece. And then the duos were like the actual like the meat. So I feel like with the fact that we got like a little taste of it at finale, I was like, damn, we needed more of that.
I know. The finale really felt like the OG.
That felt
like, classic.
Even the way it was edited too, like the way it was formatted, I was like, this is it. Yeah.
And it felt right.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing it that week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your like headspace? I just asked Madison this. What was your headspace going into like finale? Like week 6. I think week 6. Like
week 6, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was crazy because I kind of said it in like that big like hour-long sit-down interview I had with them for like the finale interview. I was kind of just like trying to, as much as I can, process the last month and a half of life, being like, first of all, how would me in January going on a flight to Atlanta be like, hey, by the way, you made it all 6 weeks and now you're here.
Right.
So I was like, I need to do everything in my power to not let the moment get to me. I think that was my biggest thing. I told myself all the time that I was like, my story's not over. And I was like, if I have more to say, then I need to say it. And the moment I kind of lose grip of my idea and my my like grounded passion, like why we all went on the show in the first place, I was like, then it gets scary. Because there was moments for so many of us like on the show where it just gets so, it's a lot. Dancing, but also having to like talk and have questions on you, especially like in any moment of life. They watch all of our ebb and flows, the entire show. Any good moment, they're going to record it. Any bad moment, they're going to record it. So I was just like, the main thing I always kept pounding in my brain was just like, if I started to just expect that I was going to have everything filmed. And just expect that like what I put on is what is going to be there.
But that being said, like we didn't have time to process even what we were like feeling. Which is like, I was saying this like in the past podcast episodes, but that's kind of another reason I wanted to do this was because I feel like I like took so much time not even like processing like what the show was or what my experience was, and like it being a year later, like it feels good to like talk and like see everyone's different perspectives on it and like just like everyone's side, because we all have different experiences and like
everyone
different
went
things
through it
to
different.
offer. So it's cool to hear like your perspective,
because I agree with what you just said about like we never got the time because like when we were off, we were doing PT and we were pretty much just eating and resting. There wasn't a moment to be like,
we didn't want to talk about it.
No, because we knew we just had to go back to the
like
next week.
We had 2 days to like just turn off and like not be on camera, not think about it, not dance. That's what we wanted to do. Like we wanted nothing to like. We did not want to think about even dance. Like we were just watching movies together. Like
we just wanted to be humans together. Yeah. And I think that was like, I tell people this all the time. I was like, those are my favorite parts, were those weekends.
Same.
Because that's when we were all almost trauma bonding of just like, we made it another week. What are we doing?
It was always, those weekends were so quiet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because first of all, the house would always get smaller each week. There was a point where it was just us two.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
So crazy.
Wild to
think
about.
Quiet.
I guess. Yeah, a full week.
Because it was like, I lost, like you lost your roommate and then, well, because we only had.
Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because of top 5 and top 4, yeah. 2 weeks alone in that house.
And for those that like, there was a boy's house and then the girl's house. They were connected.
2 separate wings,
It was 2 separate. So it was just us two for a little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
So
also,
crazy.
While we're here, I feel like a lot of people think we're like rivals or like just because we're like the 2 boys contemporary, like
always pinning us against each other too.
That's true.
And I feel like that's kind of how we were grown up too.
Yeah, I was gonna
even though we never did it to ourselves, it was
No.
always everyone being like, and even like in the judge critiques, they're like, Anthony, we know you're not as technical as Easton. I'm like, that's okay, guys.
We're separate. We're 2
we're
separate
people. And I think that's like why everyone thought about it too, because they were like, do you guys have like beef, animosity? I'm like, no. I'm like,
that's the thing. It's like, So You Think You Could Dance wasn't the first time we competed against each other.
Right.
We've been doing it since we were what, 12?
10 or 12
10
for years.
Literally for 10 years we've been competing against each other.
Yeah.
We've always been in the same competitions, the same groups. We've been the same age group, so like it was nothing new.
No.
It just happened to be on live television. Yeah.
And I just
think it's so funny.
And I think like going back to it, that's why I feel like we wanted the duo so bad, because I was like, well, why don't we just dance 4 people?
I do remember us talking about that.
Yeah.
Like we want to dance together.
Yes. We're not against.
And we just have like yes, we're similar in the way it's contemporary. We're both guys. We do tricks, whatever, like powerhouses, whatever. Right. But we're so different.
Yeah, and like the movement quality itself.
Even just our solos, like we have so many different qualities to offer, and like so different. And like I don't like that people compare it, because you can't compare it. It's like
I don't think you could have, like, that was also a hard thing for people I could like tell on the show, where you couldn't, if you wanted to, you could, but like when you really dig into it and like look at all of us by ourselves, you can't compare anybody on the top 10. Sometimes you like, I feel like in past seasons or ill equivalent, but you could look at 2 people and be like, yeah, they dance pretty similar, but no, not a single person on top 10 was like the same. Everyone had a like, we all said that when we were like at the house for the first time. We were like, we're all so different.
Yeah.
And everyone was so unique. I was like, that's why this top 10 was so fun, because everyone was different. Even like in aspects of life, everyone had different ways of approaching things and dancing and mental mindset.
I do think that's another reason why like part of us wishes we had the old format, because I feel like even Jalen was saying like he would have been showcased more in a duet rather than a group setting. And like I think in the past seasons they were able to like individualize themselves more, and like even in the contemporary duet, the hip-hop guy got to like do his stuff, and like it was me, you, and Mariah. How are you gonna compare Mariah and then us? Like
it's not.
The way we dance is so different.
And that was kind of a thing I took too, where looking at old seasons being like, I wish, and I've said this before, like on an interview that was like right after So You Think, I was like, my solos would have been so different if they weren't a Fight for Your Life solo.
Yes.
Like I had so many different song choices.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna do a hip hoppy solo because I just wanted to, but now because it came a Fight for Your Life to get to the next round solo, it was like now we have to just throw it all out there. But
well, that's like another thing for my solos. I kind of went into it thinking it was like a showcase type of solo. We didn't know going into it was gonna be Fight for Your Life. So when I kind of like had these solos prepared, I was they're more like pretty like showcasey solos. Like they're not like, yes, there's tricks and stuff and like powerful moves that like could be Fight for Your Life, but like I didn't go into it, and they would have been so different if I knew that. Like they were just performance solos, like emotional. Like I wouldn't have been like as emotional. I would have been more like, like fight.
The grit.
It would have been so different.
That's why like my second solo, the one where we were in top 5 and I had the bandana.
Yes.
That one was the one that wasn't catered towards the Fight for Your Life. That's why they didn't like that one a lot. Because that was originally because remember there was at one point where we may have had to do another solo during auditions.
Yes.
That was the one I made up like that week to just be like, well, let's see if I have an extra solo in the bag. And then, so yeah, that one was way more like, it was technical. It was way more movement based. Like I did like 2 tricks. I didn't do a lot. I was just like, I want to just chill out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were just like the contrast from that week 2 solo to the week this solo. I'm just like, but that's not the point. I was like, and that's kind of the thing too, where if we went on the stage and just did the same type of solo every time, then it loses the essence of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna just keep going and throwing my body on the stage.
Yeah.
Because it's for a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
I need to dance still.
I will say that's what I liked about your solos. I feel like they were all so different.
Yeah, thank you.
Which was like I appreciate that, like watching as like taking myself out of the competition, just an audience member, like that was fun to watch.
Thank you.
I feel like your finale solo, especially, like seeing those, like, what'd you even do in those? Like, I don't even know. Like, how'd you even learn that one trick
with the foot?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, that was just like those days where I'm having fun with me and my teacher back in Arizona, and I was just like doing 540s and like side swipes like over the shoulder, and we were just like, what if I like grab the foot? what if I just grabbed it? And it was like, it took me like 10 tries, but then it just stuck, and I was like, oh, this is fun. Yeah. And then now you have a new like alternative trick.
Yeah. Also, with the adrenaline on stage.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like, it's gonna happen.
I sent it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that finale solo in particular was really special to me.
Yeah.
Because I did the opposite of what they wanted me to do. If you look, especially like with me and Dakayla's solo, like the polar opposite of both.
Oh, for sure.
She like told me too, she was gonna go like flashy and like the lights, she's wearing bright red, and I was like, okay, good, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Because I don't want us to have the same solo either. We talked about that week too, where it was, she had the Talia duo with you, and then she had the more like hype solo. I had the hype duo, and then like the contempt solo.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
So we fully were having a switch.
Whoa.
So I was like, this is good, let's keep that, because like I said, everyone, if it's the same like style, everyone's gonna be like opinionated, but if they're different, then it's easier to separate them. And I think for me, it was they were like so worried, because I told them the first, and it's in the solo, the first 30 seconds of the solo, the first half, I was like, I'm not moving. I want to be stationary with a spotlight, and I'll move, I'll do shit, but like I'm not moving. Whoa. I'll then move around, because once I do get out of that center, I like did a whole lap around that stage. But I was like, they were like, are you sure? You're like, it's your last solo, like you got to pull out I'm like, exactly. You're
like, exactly.
So let me take it down.
Whoa.
Because I've told like my mom, and I told a bunch of people this when I was making the solo. I was like, if I can not even win, but like put this on television, putting it in the sense for my brain where I was like, if I can remove the flashiness of this solo and still have an impact, that was the goal for it.
Right.
Because I feel like with the stage and with the cameras and with all the pizzazz, there's like an automatic flair. And I was like, I just had 3 solos with a lot of like flair. Let me take
They know you could do it.
Yeah, well. And I was like, if I'd be doing myself injustice if I just did another showstopper solo. Yeah. And I wanted to just do the full opposite, especially because, like I said, that duo, and because, like I've told a lot of people, same with Dakayla, our semifinal and finale solos were made up that week. Like, we just made them both up on the spot.
Which is wild.
Yeah. And
I don't even know how you guys found the time.
I don't know. It was just like all of the willpower. And that was like going back to like the beginning of this conversation with the perfectionism. That was a big learning curve to teach me to not like hold on to something for so long. Yeah. Because I literally have to do it in a day. I can't hold it. I was like, I just have to move. I have to move. And that's why my one argument to people where they're like, well, he's just flipping around the stage. I was like, I made it up in a day, guys. If I could have done more if I wanted, but like
but also like
there's so much going on.
Yeah. Also like when people comment stuff like that, like, oh, this is gymnastics, or like same for me. I feel like me, you, and Dakayla got this.
Yes.
Where it was gymnastics or just tricks. They're not dancing.
Yeah.
Like, we have a minute to fight for our life. Like the judges expect like crazy, like exciting things that they've never seen before. They want to be excited. They want to like, you want to stand out. You want to be memorable. Like you have a minute to show yourself, and like
That's it.
If you don't, like, you'll go home. Like,
yep.
So it's like, yes, of course we're gonna like give everything
I'm gonna
we
flip.
have. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna like a regular solo. I might take 20 seconds out of the number to just walk.
Yeah.
But in a So You Think setting where it's a minute, it's gonna be a little bit more.
So
like
I said, it was like bringing it back to the Fight for Your Life TV-esque solo where we had to reel it in and not.
Yeah. It's a different
not
thing.
just have fun with it. We had
Yeah.
to like actually fight and make it a
so
thing.
different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So different.
And I wish like people like most people did. But,
Most
like,
people can see
there
it.
was those people that
It's
were
the
like,
general public.
this is gymnastics.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys.
But I'm also, it's like weird because it's also at the same point where I'm like, but it's good.
I'm like, yeah, it's
They're
cool.
good tricks.
Yeah, it's cool.
And we're still dancing through it. So I
Yeah.
was just like, I don't know. I think my biggest learn too is to not get too, like, I didn't try to hold on to it too much.
Yes.
Because like a big learning curve, especially for us too, being dancers, going through comp phase and everything,
Mm-hmm.
people will have stuff to say, but it doesn't really affect us because it's not on a grand
Yeah.
scale. When you bring it to national television and
Mm-hmm.
people will see a 30-second clip on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
of a solo,
That's the
and
other
usually
thing.
the 30-second clip is the biggest portion, like for you or me, and we're doing the most tricks in that section.
Yes.
People are going to take their assumption and be like, well, they're only flipping around.
That's the
But I'm
other
like,
thing.
they didn't see
There's way more.
there's way more to
yeah. Even for my audition solo.
it. Yeah.
There was one dance section I had where no tricks. It was full dancing. They
Yeah.
cut it out.
Mhm.
They cut it out. So it like I did dance in
Yeah.
my original audition and they just didn't show it. Which like I know they have to cut down like for the episode and stuff, but I'm like I did dance.
I was dancing, I
I'm
promise.
like, I promise I had a whole dance section.
Yeah.
It was like a good 20-second chunk.
And too, like when you bring it back to the group dances, I'm like, if you watch any of us, like if you only watch any of us and you pick
Mm-hmm.
someone to watch the whole group dance, we're dancing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course for the solos, we're
It's
gonna
yeah.
do our showstopper things
Yeah.
because we need the contrast. I'm not just gonna
Yeah.
do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I think it's definitely given context. There's so much more I feel where, especially with this season and the way this season was filmed, we needed way more airtime.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't put that
agree.
much story. There's so much content of us that was cut out, all of us.
so much.
And especially as the more like, especially us four, the
Mhm.
chunk of us was like so much footage that nobody saw.
Mm-hmm.
And
so much.
you can only do so much in a 45-minute episode
Yeah.
because 15 minutes of ads. Thanks Hulu. But
Right.
but
literally.
it's not like it's an hour episode. It's and I wish
Mhm.
it was like with the old format where it was like what, an hour and a half or 2 hours. It's like we needed that. And I
Yeah.
think everyone else wanted that. But I mean,
Yeah.
things happen.
Well, even like, let's say an hour scenario of like something that's going on,
Mm-hmm.
that gets cut into a 30-second clip.
Yeah.
And I'm like, an hour conversation alone being cut into 30 seconds is
Nothing.
Like,
Nothing.
it gives you nothing. So
Yeah.
there's so much more like that goes on. I don't know. Yeah.
There's I was thinking
It's
about that. I was
crazy.
like, there's definitely like maybe 2 hours worth of interview footage that I
Mhm.
don't have.
Yeah.
And it's just there
Yeah. It's
in
just
the
floating.
drive. It's just floating around.
Yeah.
Like so much personal things too, because and that's the thing too, where we don't have a choice of what they do in post.
Yeah.
We say so many things, but
Mhm.
we don't have the creative freedom or choice to know what they're gonna direct us in.
Yep.
So it was like for me, I remember socially getting a lot of like feedback of people being like, where did he come from?
Mm.
Because I feel like a lot of people didn't actually know me because
Mm.
I was really they did like the
Interesting.
mom narrative, and then me and Tequila had that narrative the whole show.
Yes.
I feel like you didn't really hear a lot of personal things until the finale,
I see.
where I had more interviews of me just talking about myself,
Mhm.
because they just took directives and then just like presented it, which is it's TV.
Yeah.
But then it comes back to the context of like that's why the 10 of us are so tight into
Mhm.
this show, because we all know what went, like we all know our stories
Yeah.
together.
I know it's a weird thing because people see just like the dance and I'm like, that's not even like what I got out of the show. Like
Yeah.
there's so much more and like
Mhm.
just the cameras, the production, the friendships, like there's so much more that goes into it.
Yes.
That's like in a way people are probably like, it's not that deep, it's just a dance competition, but at the same time like that was a whole experience for us. Like we lived in Atlanta for 2 months. Like
Yeah.
we lived together. Like we were in a house together. Like there's so much more
Yeah. Yeah, I just
that
think
you guys didn't see.
because it was a TV show and because they had to constrain it down to such a short time,
Yeah.
you're gonna miss out on
Yeah.
the real like gold moments that we only have up here
Mm-hmm.
that weren't shown there. Especially like what you were just saying, like my favorite moments too were the off-camera moments, especially like the BTS with the crew.
Yeah.
And like the producers and the camera crew and the ops and the lighting, like all of them, like the beating heart of the show.
The wardrobe, like
makeup. Oh my God, wardrobe moments were probably so funny.
Yeah.
Those were my favorite, actually. My God, every week just
the
walking in, being like, what do we got?
My favorite people ever.
And it's like that's the funny thing too. Like we still all have relationships with them. We still talk to them.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
And I think that's
so cool.
The things that people don't see, because obviously they don't see that on TV. But yeah, for us, like that was my takeaway too, just having the actual interconnected relationships that are going to take us further than the show, even though the show's going to last forever.
Yeah.
Or our season's going to last forever.
Yeah.
If they do a season 19.
Yeah.
Come on. I always ask, I'm like, hey,
I know.
Bring us back.
I'm like, maybe that's when we could do our duet.
You hear us, guys?
Come on.
Please?
That actually...
Me and Easton want a duet. Make it happen.
I mean, you have to do a solo if you come back, but also a duo. I'm like...
I'm gonna personally request Easton to come to the show.
Right, I'll just be your little like pet.
He's here for the duo, guys.
Yeah, I do have to wrap it up, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
I feel like you had a lot of cool, like, interesting things to share, and I'm excited for your music career and like everything you're doing. Yeah, and we'll see each other in like class and auditions and stuff.
I'll see you literally very soon.
Yep. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.